This is level P, list 9, and we're doing the day 1 page. We're looking at words that end with AL. So we have medal, metal, signal, hospital, capital, medical, carnival, funeral, interval, several. Let's go through with another highlighter, and this time we're going to highlight any of the other things we see happening in these words. So these words, you're going to have to break them into syllables on day 2. So if it's a short vowel sound, you're going to close it with a consonant, so you can go through and do that. If there are 2 consonants together, you're probably going to split it between them. Hospital, you're going to have capital, medical, now if it's an R-controlled vowel, which we do have a few in here, then you're going to split it after the R-controlled vowel. So you might have 2. So we've got some 2-syllable words and some 3-syllable words in this. Several. Okay, let's go back and look at what these words mean. So we've got a medal, which is a disc made of metal, and it's usually an award that you can wear. Metal is a shiny, hard, solid material taken from the ground, quite often used in buildings or with things that need to be strong. A signal, this is a Wi-Fi signal, but signals give us a message. Hospital is a place where the sick and injured go. A capital could be a capital letter. So for the letter A, this is a lowercase, that's the capital. And it could be the main city in a state. Medical is an adjective and a noun. If you go for a health check, it's a noun, and otherwise when it's used as an adjective, it usually describes something related to science or medicine. Carnival is a celebration or a festival. A funeral is a celebration of someone's life when they die. Interval is the time between events, and several just means many or more than one. Right, let's go through and write these words. So we're going to use our running writing. We'll just do the first one, you can finish the rest on your own. Medal, so sound it, break it into its syllables. Medal, medal, spell it, M-E-D-A-L, M-E-D-A-L, M-E-D-A-L. Cover it and write it. And check it each time to make sure you've spelt it correctly. These words today are medal, metal, signal, hospital, capital, medical, carnival, funeral, interval, several. Sometimes AL at the end of a word may form an adjective, such as in medical, and other times you'll find it's just a part of the base word. So we've put these ones in for you to be aware of. Now down here we've got write the 2-syllable list words in parts and rewrite it as whole words. So you've got, then we're breaking it down into 3-syllable words here. So how do you know when to break these words into syllables? Well, if you go through each word, you'll see where the breaks are. So it's an open syllable, we split it after the long vowel sound, and if it's a closed syllable, we're going to close the syllable with a consonant after the short vowel sound. So it's all about long and short vowel sounds. So medal, you've got a short vowel sound in the e, so you're going to close the syllable with a consonant. So you're going to split that one after the consonant D. Same with metal, short et sound, so you close the syllable with a consonant, so it's split after the T there. Signal, once again you've got a short vowel, so you're going to close the consonant with the G and split the word into 2 after the G, between the G and the N. It's quite easy too, if you see these 2 consonants together, one of the rules for syllabification is that you may split it between the 2 consonants. So hospital, you've got a short vowel there, so you split the syllable after the word, after the S and before the P. Now pitch, you've got a short vowel sound in it, so you're going to split it after the T. We're closing the syllable with the T. Capital is the same, you've got a short vowel, so you close it with the P and you split the word after the P. And it is a short vowel, so you split the syllable or the word after the T. Medical, once again, short vowel, close it with the consonant D, short vowel on the ick, so you close the syllable with the C. Carnival, AR forms a long vowel sound. Any vowel with an R becomes an R-controlled vowel, and they all make a long vowel sound. So you're going to split it always after that long vowel sound, which means that you don't have to add another consonant. Funeral, the U is making a long vowel sound. Then you've got the as an R-controlled vowel, so you're splitting it after the R-controlled vowel. Same as in interval and several. You've got the same things happening there. So think very closely about your long and short vowels, and your R-controlled vowels are long vowel sounds to make that syllabification easier for you. Now down here you're just using words from above to finish the sentences, and down here where it says combine with the list word, we're looking at common pairs of words. So the best word in this set of words to go with these words we've given you down here. Our words today are medal, metal, signal, hospital, capital, medical, carnival, funeral, interval, several. You can highlight the AL on all of those words to help you remember that they have the AL for the all sound at the end. And don't forget to read, cover and write the words as well. Now in this section here you're going to have to fill in the missing word with the list word or extension. Now the extension could change the structure of that word into a plural noun. You may need to use it as a singular noun in the sentence. We've also got, we're forming adjectives and we're also forming verbs. So you might have to work that through as a group to discuss possible answers. Now in this section here, this may be quite confusing for you, so I want to clarify it. In British English, which we commonly use in Australia and New Zealand, etc., we use double L when adding the ing and the ed, the vowel suffixes. It's American English where they only use the one L. So if you're reading something from America, then you may see they have used the one L, but in Australia, British English, we do use the double L. We are doubling that last letter. Down here you have to make the new words and use two of them in a sentence on this bottom line. So your words are going to be capitalisation, a medallion, hospitality and medicalisation. So quite tricky words there. So follow the little adds and takeaway signs here to make those words and spell them correctly. On this page we're doing a revision of the adding the L sound to the end of the word. So our choices are L-E, E-L, I-L or A-L. So you've done a fair bit of work on this, and you know after a stop consonant, that's like d, g, d, we add L-E, and after a continuing consonant like ones that continue, we add E-L. The tricky two are the I-L and the A-L. Now there aren't a lot of words that, base words that end in I-L or A-L. Quite often we can add A-L to a base word to form an adjective, but here we're mainly using words where the AL is part of the base word. So in IL and AL, they're mainly coming from Old Latin or Old Greek, and there aren't a lot of them. There's probably 10 to 20 that you would commonly use, so you need to know which ones they are. So that's part of this exercise. So go through, perhaps work out all your stop consonants first and add the LE, or your continuing consonants, add the EL, and then the ones that are left which you're not sure of, and it looks funny if you put an LE or an EL, you'll start to remember which are the IL words and which are the AL words. Then once you've identified that all sound at the end of these words, you can write them into their different groups down here. Now down the bottom here, we're highlighting the word to match the spelling rule. So have a look at what's happening within the words that we've given you, and the words that you're going to mark pink. This L sound is used after a continuing consonant. We've just talked about continuing consonants. This L sound is used after a stop consonant. We're going to make those green. Yellow ones will be, this L sound usually forms an adjective, giving you a hint there as well. And blue, this L sound is usually found in words of Latin origin. So write the spelling rule to match the bolded part of the word. What's the rule here? Why do we have a double D in middle? And why do we have an LE on the end of middle? Quite easy for you, hopefully, by this stage.